So many people miss this step of building your self-confidence, mastering your mindset in order to achieve the results that are important to you in your life. For those of you that don't know me, I am Harriet Bratt, international speaker, mentor, and warrior. And on this channel, it is my mission to help and support you to step in to your personal power, to build your self-confidence. Why? Because I have realized, seen, and felt myself that in order to gain success in the outer world, you have to master the inner world. And it starts with this step. What is it? Awareness. Awareness. You know that little voice inside your mind? Say hello. Not out loud, but say hello. That voice. That voice is chatting away to you all day long. But the majority of the time, we are not aware that what it says to us has a massive impact on the way we feel, and therefore the way we act, and therefore the results that we get. Because what you believe, how you feel, creates what action you take, and of course that action leads to your results. So first and foremost, we have to become aware of this voice, but more than that, what it is saying to us. How do you speak to yourself? When you really dig deep and you start to notice how you are speaking to yourself, more often than not, it's very negative. And how we speak to ourselves, we wouldn't speak to our friends, our family. You wouldn't walk down the street saying, oh, well, you're stupid, you're not good enough, you can't do that. We wouldn't speak to others like that, maybe not even our worst enemy. So why do we speak to ourselves this way? So the first step to reprogramming your mind and building self-confidence and inner strength is to become aware of what you are saying to yourself, and then over time, reprogram how you speak to yourself. So if I rewind back just a couple of years, in fact, I used to speak to myself so badly. I didn't think that I was good enough. I had no confidence and no self-esteem. And I would constantly be saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. And some of you guys will have heard that quote, and if you have, or even if you haven't, pop it in the comments box below. The more you interact when you are learning, the more you retain, and therefore the more that you implement. Those of you that watch my videos already know this. So write it in the comments box. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. And over time, by watching these videos on the YouTube channel, by learning, by growing, attending webinars, attending events, by doing these things, we reprogram our minds to truly claim that inner strength to be able to master our outside world. Ooh, it's a little bit windy here in Lincoln today. So, start to notice how you speak to yourself. And secondly, start to reprogram that, change it. So if you think, oh, I'm not confident, I can't do that, start to tell yourself, I am confident. Now, there's going to be two different ways to do this, because more often than not, we have extroverts and we have introverts. We have very strong, very powerful personalities, or we have personalities that like to do things, like to understand, like to be more logical about the way we approach different things in our life. Which one are you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Are you more logical, more calm, more methodical, or are you more intense? You like to learn through bullet points and information and by doing. Because for those types of personalities, you can flip that statement really quickly. So something like, I am not confident, I have low self-esteem. You can just turn to saying, I am strong, I am confident, I am powerful. And yes, at first, your mind questions this a little bit. But over time, and the more you reinforce that statement to yourself and tell yourself continuously that you are confident, you start to believe it. Because your subconscious mind does not know the difference between true or false. It only knows truth. So if you keep telling yourself that over and over again, it becomes your reality. And for those of you that are perhaps a little bit more logical and methodical, start to say, I am improving day by day. I am becoming more and more confident in every moment. And you'll know for you which one of those two statements works. But if you can repeat this to yourself every single day, and guys, at first you are going to feel silly. Your subconscious mind is going to question it because you might have had 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, maybe even more years of thinking the way that you do, having been conditioned and programmed to speak to yourself the way that you do. So it does take time to really flip and build your confidence. I used to stand in the shower or in front of the mirror every single day and say, I am a strong, confident woman. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, can the neighbors hear me? I was worried that my husband, the closest person to me in this world, I was worried about what they would think, of course, because I had such low self-esteem. But I persisted anyway, and there's a clue as well, guys. If you want any change or if you want any growth, persistence is key. So I persisted, and every single day I said that statement. And now, 2 years on, and it didn't take that long, but 2 years on, I stand in my power. Am I growing every single day still? Yes. Is there something to learn? Yes. One of my good friends, Liam, and I, we always joke and laugh and say, grow till we go. And I truly believe that it's one of the human needs. So I'm absolutely not trying to share with you that I'm perfect, but I am confident. I've managed to reprogram my mind, because confidence is not something that you are born with. It isn't a personality trait that some people have and some people don't. You can create confidence. And that first step is what we've been sharing on this video, is to become aware of how you're speaking to yourself, and then secondly, change it. So that is it on today's video, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. We are here in Lincoln. I'm about to go and film the online course Mind Mastery, so it's going to be a really, really fun day. But otherwise, do not forget, subscribe now. Hit the subscribe button, or if you're already subscribed, just pop a comment in below. What would you like a video on? How can I serve? How can I help? Let me know, and I'll make sure to create that video for you. Why? So that we can rise together.